Knowing that I would end up on some crazy beaches last summer, I got incredibly lean. And if I could go back and give myself a couple pieces of advice, this is the exact advice I would give. So before I even get into any of the tips that help me lose some fat, I want to talk about actually tracking your progress. You might actually be doing a good job, but you're weighing yourselves at the wrong time and it's giving you a bad number. Or you might be looking into the mirror every single day, not seeing a change, but in reality, the change is happening slowly over time. What you're going to want to do is weigh yourself every single morning immediately when you wake up and track that. For example, this is how I've been weighing myself, right? It goes up and down. You just want to see a trend. You want to see 1 to 2 pounds per week slowly going down on average, because some days you might intake a lot of sodium before you go to bed and you're just going to absorb a lot more water. So when you weigh yourself the next day, you're just full of more water. Progress pictures are incredibly important because maybe your weight on the scale isn't changing that much, but your body composition is. So I would say every 3 months, do a couple poses in front of the mirror or just regular pictures and put them side by side. And as I sit here and get some work done on my computer, the next thing I want to mention is that breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. I always felt a little bit groggy after I eat. Every time I eat, you know, you start to crash. There's that post-meal crash. So then I experimented with actually not eating breakfast and intermittent fasting up until my lunch. And not only did I start to become more focused in the morning, just drinking my coffee instead, I started to see the health benefits of it. So other than improved focus, I'm actually skipping a meal. And obviously if you're skipping a meal, you're going to be intaking less calories at that time. You're not going to be tempted to eat any garbage, because as soon as you put some garbage in your mouth, you're going to kill your fast, and now there's no more point to intermittent fasting. So for me, it became a rule. I do not eat anything until lunch. Side note, I really hope this video isn't coming off as like preachy, because preachy videos never do well. I'm not some big massive super health guru. I'm just a gym bro who's got some muscle, who is just sharing my experiences with you people. If I'm coming off as like guru-y and like I'm ranting towards you and I'm telling you everything how perfect I am, I don't want that to be the case. Let me know in the comments if it comes across like that, or if you guys are just listening to the advice I'm given. We have hit the time to eat, 12:12. So I'm about to go to the gym. So rather than eating a big full meal, I'm gonna delay my next meal, because like I said, I try to delay my next meal because I like to push back when I eat for as long as I possibly can. So instead of a full meal, we are just gonna have a little pre-workout smoothie. Get some fruits, get some protein in. It's one of the easiest smoothies you can make. It's all super simple ingredients and it's very quick and it tastes really good. So as I drink my smoothie here, I just want to yap about supplementation a little bit. So as you guys saw, I put protein powder and I put creatine into this smoothie. It's really easy to get caught up and just like dive into the world of supplementation, because you can end up taking like a million things. It's really easy to fall into the trap of like supplementation that doesn't really work. And then there's obviously supplementation that genuinely benefits you. Personally, the only thing I do right now is I take my protein powder because it makes my smoothie taste better, and the one I drink doesn't hurt my stomach. I take creatine because the benefits of creatine are very much proven and they keep showing new benefits to it, like it improves memory now. I drink caffeine before my workout because there's a ton of benefits to drinking caffeine before a workout. And I take vitamin D. That is all I do right now. Now I'm going to continue to experiment, but you don't have to go and buy like every single supplement in the world and start taking it all at once, because we don't even know how much of that stuff works. I don't know what the point of this rant was, but it's a weird world and it's easy to get caught up in it. But I can tell you that the smoothie is freaking amazing. Now going back to the point of this video, the fat loss tip that has helped me very much is just repetition and consistency, guys. Go take a look at my last 4 or 5 videos. I drink this exact smoothie every single day, like literally every single day. A, because I love it, and B, because it's healthy, and C, because it's just easy and the repetition does not bother me. You will see that my breakfast is usually the exact same. Maybe I'll switch up this and that, but the repetition is key, and making sure you enjoy your freaking meals, you know? If you don't enjoy what you're eating, you're going to stop. Once you can find a meal that you can repeat because you like it, it's gonna be so key to just staying consistent and eating the right foods. And today we were hitting a leg day. As you guys know, I like to start every single workout with a barbell movement. So I am doing 15 what are these called? Romanian deadlifts with the barbell. Very difficult. Then we are going to move on. So this is very mentally tolling. So as you can see, I kind of walk around and really prepare myself, and we start repping out. Boom, 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 boom. I want to hit 15, so I take breaks in between to make sure I get there, and breathing as I possibly can. That made no sense. And we are going to be hitting a pose, of course, because we got to, see the progress, like I say in this video. Pretty fun. So what was intended to be a quick workout, come back home, eat, walk my dog, it turned out to be like a 4-hour endeavor. I am incredibly hungry. I just walked my dog for like 45 minutes. I was at the gym, I was at the shopping mall. It is almost 5 o'clock and I have yet to actually eat a meal today. I need to eat something. I need to like fulfill my body. Otherwise, I'm not gonna feel very good, so let's do that. This is going to be the first meal of the day, like the first real meal. I had the smoothie earlier just to fuel myself for the gym, but now we're gonna eat. Because I am absolutely starving, and this is probably gonna be the last big meal, the first and the last big meal that I eat of the day, I'm gonna eat a lot of freaking food. So we have the rest of my ground beef that I had taken out of the freezer. Today we are doing 4 eggs, typically we do 3. We're gonna put it on 2 pieces of bread, and we have some cucumber and apple, clementine mandarin thing, and some raw natural honey. This is going to be the big meal. Try to get as much protein as I can. Try to keep myself as full as possible. I have some leftovers from yesterday of which I intend to eat later. If I need it. So I think the reason this works is because I am getting a sufficient amount of protein. I am eating a lot of protein in this diet, but I'm not eating a lot of food. Like every time you eat food, you risk eating too much. Every meal you take, every meal you eat, you risk like spiking something and wanting to have a bit more and have a bit more. I find the less meals you have and the bigger you make them, it just makes it easier to not overeat despite overeating during that meal. Once again, we have an unbelievable meal. I will be left full. I will not be hungry after this, which is the goal. You know what I mean? There's 2 things I want to say here. Number 1 is to my key followers, the real ones. So you got the Davids, you got my family members, you got my Argentinos who still watch me. Of course, you got the Freddy. You have that one bilingual or super lingual, the guy in the comments who's always there. You guys might be thinking, Marcus, your views are down. Like, what are you doing here? My views are down when I made that Argentina series too, I think I have what it takes to just continue to make videos, gather an audience. I think I can do that. So I'm just going to continue to pump out videos every single day, eating this animal-based diet. With that being said, we are going to cheat and eat one of these because I can. We can cheat every once in a while. It's not going to be the end of the world, especially because I'm only eating once today. So this is going to be freaking good. Look who's freaking playing. Get this guy off my screen. Look who's freaking playing. Team Argentina versus Team Uruguay. I had to change into the shirt. I had to get my gear out. Vamos Argentina! It just so happens as I'm watching the game, some magical food appeared into my bowl. I don't know where it came from, but it used my leftover meat from yesterday, and it's very soupy. So this is a terrible fat loss video, given that I've been eating desserts and now pasta, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes it just goes that way. Victoria, can you explain to me what this is?
Alright, so I have prepared for you a seafood flavored instant ramen filled with beef cubes, zucchini, bok choy, and mozzarella cheese. There's also 1 egg inside for extra protein.
Go! What? Replay! Go! To give you guys an idea of why I do eat animal-based, Victoria just made me a nice meal. It was very good. Thank you very much, Victoria. You might even hear me in person in real life right now. But, of course, now my stomach is not happy. I feel incredibly bloated. The gases are introducing themselves, and that's just due to all the flavors and all the funky things that was in that meal. For me, I am just better off eating the classic foods without too many flavors. And with that, we will end off the video. And Victoria is not very smart.